Welcome back. And here we are again at Ipswich. I've just been messing about with the team selection there, but it's not been going great in the league, and we have some very tough fixtures coming up. We have got 23 points, and that's pretty good as we're coming up to Boxing Day. We're not going to get 3 points today against Liverpool, but you never know with FM. But, we're there or thereabouts. With a couple of results, we could even climb up to 10th or 11th. We're there or thereabouts, despite the fact that our form has been outrageously bad. Except in the Europa League, where we are absolutely spanking everyone, and we are top of the Europa League. I think we've pretty much qualified now in the top 8, as I suspected we would. And it means we won't have to play for a while after Christmas. We still have a couple of games to play, but I don't see them as particularly tough. Benfica is probably tougher than this one, but you never know. But I think we've already qualified in the top 8, so I don't really think we need to worry too much about that. Coming up, though, tough games. Liverpool, Tottenham, West Ham. They're going to be tough. QPR in the cup. But I'm just kind of hoping that around this time where there's no Europe, that the first team might start playing a little bit. How are you, Stefan, my friend? Good to see you here. And if you are sitting there in the chat, can you let me know? Can you hear me? And can you see everything? Is it working okay? Because I don't know this end. I just got to hope. So here we go then. We're going to play Liverpool straight off the bat. I've had a little bit of a problem with Salas, he's a squad player, but he doesn't like the fact that he hasn't been playing much. And that's because we have 3 decent centre-backs in Harwood Bellis, McKenna, and the other one, Sila. Now, Harwood Bellis has not been great. It's been okay. He's been doing okay. Sila, the other one, if I can find him. He's on a 6.87, so they're not bad ratings for this team. And Salas has been playing a lot in Europe, so I don't know why he's complaining, but he's only on a 6.65. So I'm going to put him on the bench today. I said we'd try and get him up to squad player playing time. So we put him on the bench today. And the results are in, and we have slipped a little bit. But we're still... I mean, we're not going to get anything out of today's game. And I don't think that Liverpool are going to let us off here. We've picked a strong team, as strong as I can put out. That is pretty much my first team. And hopefully they'll defend well. We're going to play with a low block. They play with a tiki-taka, which means we're going to play with a higher line. But we're also going to come off the trigger press as well against the tiki-taka because of the pace that they're going to play the game at. So we will... let's get this over with. I think I'm in key highlights, aren't I? I think we'll stay with that. I'm starting to learn how to do this line stuff in key highlights. So I think we'll stick with that. We're not going to beat Liverpool anyway. We just need to do whatever we can to try and get something from this game. A draw would be a fabulous game. We have got nothing to lose here. Just go out and do your best. And let's try and do Liverpool if we can. Mr. Assistant told me to come off the hard tackling and then has put hard tackling on 4 of them. That's just kind of interesting. Salasibal always causes me problems for Liverpool, as does Darwin Nunez. But he's too good to tight mark. His balance and agility and dribbling are just a little bit too good for us to be tight marking him. And I think that's pretty much all we can do is give him a nod and say, hello, you're in a game. A couple of players who are tired for Liverpool. Curtis Jones is going to be a problem as well. We'll see how we get on here. I don't think we can do any more than that. Just thinking about it, though, Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to be coming inside. So it might be a good idea to force him outside and force him onto his right foot. Let's just stop him from using the midfield spaces. Joe Gomez, I don't think we need to worry about too much. We'll put him on his left foot. I don't think we need to worry about... So Alexander-Arnold might prove to be a problem. Let's go and play this game. Let's get it over with. And hopefully the pain is not going to be too much. We're not going to drop lower than 13th. Hey, Mr. K, how are you doing? And let's go. Let's see what we can do. There's no Salah in the team today for Liverpool. He's being rested because obviously they think Ipswich is a bit of a walkover. I'm looking at how Liverpool are playing, and they are definitely focusing their play down the flanks. This can happen with the tiki-taka, and so at this point I'm going to drop the line a little bit just in case they try to get round the flanks, although it has evened up a little bit now, so it's kind of more down the flanks, but they are playing a little bit through the middle, but nothing has happened. We're defending well. When this evens up, we'll lift the line up again, but they do have a highlight. A throw-in highlight is always a worry, but I don't think it was near enough to the edge of the penalty area to be a goal-scoring opportunity, to be a goal. But that's poor from Brandon Williams. My assistant manager seems to think that I need a left back. And I'm not quite sure that we do. Liverpool put that one wide. We are defending well. I'm going to push the line up a little bit now because it's evening out. So we'll just go a little bit higher. Brandon Williams, I'm going to instruct him. What? Brandon Williams, I'm going to instruct him not to close down so much because he was charging away there at the right winger, and he needs to just show him outside. Don't bother trying to close him down. Salah is in the team, and Salah, we need to deal with Salah. I didn't see that. I didn't pick up on that. Salah has a weak foot, doesn't he? Yeah, so he's already been dealt with. My assistant has been clued in about Salah. So keeping Salah quiet, really, because most of their play's been down the left-hand side. Yeah, thanks, Mr. K. Yep, feeling a lot better now and ready to go on holiday. I'm going on holiday in 3 days' time, so looking forward to that. Getting into the sunshine and shorts and T-shirts. We've pinched the match momentum a little bit, but we're not really... Well, we are creating chances, and we're doing a good job here against Liverpool. We've restricted them to 6 opportunities. One highlight, Luis Diaz is now coming into the game. They have so many good players, you can't mark them all. And while they're on 2 key passes, it's not really a great big problem. But at the moment, it's 0-0. And we could say we've been the better team here. But I'm going to say I'm happy with your performance. I think we'll leave it at that. We don't need to... There's a couple of players I'm not happy with, like Hurst and Gould. Gould has been playing really badly. Chaplin needs to up his game a little bit. And we'll tell them I'm not happy with their performance. But I think overall, it's been a pretty good performance, better than I expected. Ezequiel Fernandez is having a good game. If we can get the ball to him a little bit more, that would be good. If we could focus perhaps our play up the middle, that would be good. Liverpool can do that all day. I think that's what we'll do. We'll try and get the ball to Fernandez, and we'll ask the goalkeeper. Where's that? Here. We'll ask the goalkeeper to distribute to the playmaker, to when he can, to give it to Fernandez. And we'll see what happens. Liverpool have been obviously the better team. We've defended for our lives. The defence is doing really well. It's up top that they've been wasteful, obviously, because we've had opportunities. And these guys need to come off now because they're 6.3, 6.4. And they need to come off. And Luca and Carrillo can show me what they've got here. So let's go and... make these changes. FM is such a strange game, isn't it, when we've struggled against Crystal Palace and we're doing okay. We've also got Connor Chaplin, who's not playing well. Xuan Lu can come on for Chaplin. Up front, we've been very poor, so Carrillo can come on. And Luca... Everybody else is doing okay as far as I can see. Garasibal is not doing very well. But I could switch Williams to that side and then bring on Timon. And we'll leave it at that. And everybody else, though, seems to be doing it well. It's the 4 players we identified at half-time who were not playing well. So we need to just... hope that the replacements can play a little better. Looking at the chart, we do have the match momentum at the moment. And it has switched from Liverpool. Liverpool have pretty much had most of the game. But we are doing okay. And one of the things that I did get reminded last night is when you are playing against a tiki-taka, as well as having a high line, you also need to come off the trigger press as well. and that's obviously helping us today. But I still fancy we'll lose this 1 or 2-0. And that was a strange piece of play. And Jota has a chance. They have made some substitutions, I think. So let's go and see what my assistant makes of that. Salasabal, Salah and Diaz are tight marked. They made Jota has come on. I do think we need to tight mark Jota. Liverpool have in FM, and I suppose in real life, they have this habit of bringing on super subs who score the goals. And we have done defending corners in training as well as defending free kicks, because Liverpool are very good at them. So, but at the moment it's a stalemate, and I'm very pleased with how they're playing. And Liverpool's struggling, as you saw there, struggling to find a way past that block. And we've actually given them a game. In all fairness, if our forwards had played better, we'd have given them a game. And we might even be winning it. Unfortunately, our forwards have not been great. Let's take Cameron Humphreys off if we can, because he's a bit tired. And Fassini can come on for him. I need to tell Fernandez not to tackle so hard now. And possibly Brandon Williams needs to, because he's tired, we need to bring him back onto a support duty now. And if we can get a point against Liverpool, what a result that will be. If we can just hold on now, what a fabulous result that will be. The low block's done its job. I'm going to tell them to slow it down now. Waste some time. Go a bit narrower. Be more disciplined. I think we'll get them to distribute. We don't want to distribute quickly. We'll slow it down. And I think we'll just defend. Just keep defending as we have. We've limited Liverpool. Normally they'll have had 25 shots against me. So we've done very well defensively. Are we going to get a point here? Looks like we are. We have got a 0-0 draw against Liverpool. This game gets madder and madder. And well done, lads. It was a very, very good performance, apart from the 4 of you who played like idiots. And we've gone up to 10th with that point, funnily enough, because our goal difference is better than... it's a tough game. That is a good point. But we were the home team. But I don't care, because that is a good result, as far as I'm concerned. A very good result. It's going to be difficult to fit Salas into my plans here. I think I might play him against Tottenham. I might rotate the team against Tottenham, because we do have 2 teams that we can play here. Let's rest the squad. The Europa League team has been doing better than this first team. So it could be that we rotate the squad quite a bit here. Tottenham also will have played, and might get a little upset if we rotate the team here. So definitely Salas, because he needs to play. And Sia is just as good. He's just as good as Harwood Bellis. So he's not as good as McKenna, but McKenna probably needs a rest. And Timon for Williams. I'm struggling at right back because I only have like Sola, who I don't really rate very much as a right back. He's probably not bad. Could deputise, I suppose. But we'll keep Garosabel because he came off early, so he should be fit. And then we'll put Sola on and Firpo. So we have fullbacks. And then Harwood Bellis or Scott McKenna. Scott McKenna's fitter. Hartel can come in at the base of midfield, and Fassini. It's just as good as Humphreys. And we'll play Carrillo. Chaplin is fit, and Luca can get his chance to start. So we've kind of got a good team. Cole Palmer, just hope that he can recover enough. So let's go and see how we get on against Tottenham. I'm absolutely delighted with that result. I was like, oh boy. I think a lot of it comes down to the low block. And also, when you're playing against a tiki-taka, you can't press too much because they do play very, very fast. And if you're pressing too much, then they're going to skip past you. And we saw Brandon Williams, one of the players, I think it was Salah, go straight past Brandon Williams. And that's why immediately then I told Brandon Williams, oh wait, no more closing down. Firpo, come on, get your act together, sunshine. You want to be in this team, you've got to train. You've got to earn your place in this team. So we don't need to worry about. He's not very happy, and I'll only upset him more. Come on, Spurs. What do you mean, tequila? Come on, Spurs. Are you a Spurs fan? I actually, funnily enough, one of the teams in the Premier League that I really enjoy watching is Spurs, because there are going to be goals. There's always going to be goals. And I like Postecoglou. What's his name? Not Postecoglou, is it? What's his name? Ange. I don't know what his name is. Ange something. I like the way he plays. He just has no regard for defending at all. It's it's. You think if I criticize Sosa, he's not. He's I think he wants to leave. I don't think he's a happy bunny. He's not that good. Came in as a decent prospect last season because he had decent mentals that would make him a Premier League player. But unfortunately now he's just become a fringe player, and he doesn't really have any value to me, to be honest. So I don't think that we've replaced him with better players. That's the bottom line. Do I agree number 10s are a dying breed? It's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. I think if you are a good number 10, there'll always be a place for you. So there's a chance for Salas to get some playing time. Sia is going away for a month to Africa, so there's a chance for Sia. Good at set pieces. So we want to be going far post, which is what we are, because Liverpool were also good at the near post. And they're just generally good at set pieces. Playing in a 4-4-2 is quite interesting. 4-4-2 is very difficult. I'm willing to bet that they're going to play direct counter-attack. There's a number of very good players. And let's not worry about attacking corners. Let's do defending set pieces. Hello, fam. Good to see you. So I don't know. I think I understand what you're saying, because I'm thinking about Liverpool, who don't play with a number 10. So I do understand what you're saying, but I think if you are a good number 10, like Cole Palmer, then there's always going to be a place in the game for you. So I don't think it's going to die. I think, though, tactically, teams are just playing differently. Tottenham sometimes play with a number 10. Maddison, sometimes they don't play with a number 10. Sometimes they play in a 4-3-3. So, I don't know. I think there's always going to be a place for you as a number 10. That's a good question. I don't know. Don't know what others in the chat think. That is not unknown, Marcus. Somebody actually left a comment on one of my videos that I read. Left a comment to someone else who had said, just stop playing silly computer games. And somebody answered the comment and said, sometimes people go on to have good careers out of Football Manager, either as analysts or some have made it into management through playing FM. And also some teams scout players from FM. For example, Firmino of Liverpool was scouted apparently through FM. So why not? Why not use FM as a tool? Because it's got a huge database, and why not look through FM and then go and have a look at them? If you can afford to send people to go and have a look at them, go and have a look to see if the reality matches up. Why not? And it's been done before, and I would say fine, no problem. Diallo is getting back to fitness. Not good enough. Yeah, there's a lot of players who are just not good enough. Oh, I don't like going through these. These do my head in. This is not my decision anyway. I've left this to the technical director. I shouldn't have to be going through this and clicking. It's interesting that we are in season 3 now. We've done no staff recruitment. Just totally left it to the technical director. We did hire a good technical director who is responsible for the staff. And we'll just quickly, in season 3, have a look at how well they've done. And in terms of our coaching, we're pretty good. And another season or 2, we will be really good. Not very good in recruitment. They haven't done very well in recruitment, and it's kind of average in terms of the medical team. So not bad after 2.5 seasons, I would say. So it just goes to prove that as a beginner, you don't really need to worry about it. I expect if we'd done our own recruitment, we might be in 9th rather than 10th. Pretty much that's how it would go. Got a good head of youth development as well, who does seem to do a decent job. William is still a good example. So I'm absolutely all for it. Use FM. I mean, you don't have to use it as the Bible, but if you've got an analyst who plays the game, then why not? Why doesn't he make suggestions? I don't need a centre-back, but he looks good. He's quite small, but pacey. And I'd like a centre-back who can cover. I think we've got a little bit of money. We've got 7 million, and they did increase the wage budget. So there is a chance to maybe look at this left-back situation, because we have Timon and Firpo. We lost Leif Davis, who was the number 1. Williams can go then over onto the right, because we have plenty then. We have Juan Luga, Rossabal Williams. Howard Bellis can also play as the right fullback. And it might be that we do look for, if we go, I think I did list somebody, a left fullback, Angelino, we listed as a wing back on that side. Looks like a very good player to me. and probably would be a decent Premier League player. Gets the ball forward whenever possible, gets forward, curls the ball, interesting trait, crosses early. So kind of like a player we could use. Wouldn't please the board because he's 28 years old, but I think a good player for 8 million. The only other one that's available is this geezer, Nicholas, centre back. He's not really a left back. So I don't know. Worst season, most of them. I don't know. It's hard to say. Who did we bring in? So McKenna can come back there. I'm just looking through. I don't think there's been a worst signing. Some of the left wingers have been poor. Right wingers have been poor. Joanne Liu needs to do better. Diallo needs to do better as well than he's been doing. I don't know. It's hard to say, but we're going to play balanced again. We're going to play... I don't know yet how we're going to play in terms of defensive setup, but we'll have a look. Gegenpress. I think, again, probably if they're playing a gegenpress, we'll come off the trigger press a little bit. Gegenpress is slower style of play, so maybe we'll up the trigger press back. It is slower that they're going to play, but it does need to have a higher line because they're going to play in front of us. In terms of their team report, it's going to look really weird. Oh God. Very good in terms of set pieces. Very little to go on in terms of a recommendation. McKenna's aerial ability, Timon's work ethic. So we probably do need to play hard-working players. But I want to rotate the team. They should all be fit and ready to go out and do the job. I think we've set it up correctly. It's just whether or not this reserve team can actually keep its form going. And let's just have a quick look at Tottenham. Yeah, they're not fully fit. So hopefully we can give them a game. But I see them as not being fully fit. And I don't think it really matters that much for the opposition. It does matter for your team. But it doesn't seem to make any difference for the opposition. They'll be like on tanks empty with 20 minutes to go and they'll still be playing really well. Univar is probably the worst signing, Marcus. Definitely. He's been particularly poor. Got nothing out of him. I forgot about Univar. Yeah, so Hydrox, yes, definitely Univar. In fact, I'm so reluctant to play him at all. He doesn't really come into my thoughts. He's just been so bad. Again, we need to close them down because it's a little bit slower. We're in here. Go on, Fassini. Go on, son. Penalty, ref. Go on, let's get a goal. Let's shock Tottenham. And we have. And Cole Palmer has put us a goal ahead. Is this going to be the weirdest episode? I just don't know what's going on here. But it's an early goal. It's 9 minutes. We don't want to celebrate too much. But FM, I've always found FM that if you set up properly, then you'll get results. If you don't set up properly, then you won't win. And maybe we've just set it up properly. McKenna shouldn't be tackling hard at this point. I don't want a red card. But this reserve team actually probably should be my first team, because they are playing much better than the first team. Like, you guys need to be careful you're not giving the ball away. And I'm thinking back to how my assistants... What a save! To how my assistant said, play with more discipline. And I'm thinking seriously about that, especially now that we're a goal ahead. Don't go doing silly stuff. Just play with more discipline means follow the game plan much more than you would normally. So it's like cut out all the things that you want to do individually. So it is perhaps, now that we're a goal up, a decent instruction. Yeah, Hydrox Cole Palmer is a crazy signing. Total fluke how I got him. Looking at Spurs, it's mainly down the flanks, but they will play down the flanks in a gegenpress. There's no doubt about that. I'm going to actually tell Garosabal to ease off the tackles. If they are playing down the flanks, I don't want these boys pressing. Although they were doing well. The reserve team is continuing. I just want to have a look at their... Yeah, they're tired. They're very tired. Udogi has been a problem for me in the past. But I think it's because he takes set pieces sometimes. That those key passes might just be set pieces. But they're very tired. So can we spring a surprise here? Who knows? Even a draw again would be a really good result. I wonder also, should I get stuck in? If they are tired, why not get stuck in? Well, it's a poor miss. That was more like Ipswich striker, that was. You can see their shape, this 4-4-2. The wingers are very high up the pitch. So I think we do need to make sure we're not closing down so much. And Timon, Garosabal, I'm going to take him off attack and put him on support just temporarily, so that, because their whole focus is down the flanks. I don't want to drop the line because they are playing really across the field. They're playing more in front of me than just trying more direct balls, and I think we're doing okay. So I don't want to alter anything. You can see now clearly how they're playing in front of me. So that decision was good. Don't alter the line at this point. That's nice football. Pass it around. Go on, son. Go on. He's tired down there. Go on. Go on. Have a laugh. Go on, son. What a chance. Yes, it's 2-0. We are beating Tottenham here at Tottenham. Well, Tequila Shark, what are you making of this? But I don't know what I'm making of this. And I did notice that we perhaps were doing a little bit too much losing the ball, so be more disciplined, keeping the line high, not panicking. You might be winning, but things could change. Seem confused, Cole Palmer. I'm very happy with your defensive work. You weren't that bad. You can still... He's confused. Cole Palmer is confused. Probably will have to have a board meeting now about why I confused the team. Let's ask my assistant what he thinks. Looking at Romero is not playing very well. Galeno is having a terrible time. And Rickarlson is not playing very well either. Rooney Bargy has come on, has he, on the right wing? Definitely needs to be hard tackled. He's a brave lad, but he's not very strong. And he needs to have a little bit of an introduction. I don't know. Can we continue to? Can we keep this going? Who knows? But at the moment, unless Tottenham change something, and we've got the match momentum, unless they change something. Hey Diogo, how are you doing? Good to see you. Did you have Liam Delap? Did I have Delap? No, I think he'd already gone. Yeah, he'd already gone somewhere. Udogi is the main problem that I have. So he'd already gone out on loan to somebody else, I think. Used to this tequila. What was I going to do? I was going to type Mark Udogi. And just, he's a little bit of a nuisance. He's getting a lot of... I want to check set pieces. He might be taking all the set pieces, and the type marking really isn't necessary. But our Spurs coming back into it now. Yeah, there's Udogi. He's a problem, isn't he? He's a big problem, Udogi. So I'm going to ask Connor Chaplin to type mark him. So it's 2-1 now. Can we hold on? Yeah, good point, Tequila. But I mean, I do think they've been unlucky. They've had injury concerns. They've been very unlucky. They've lost all their back line, haven't they? They've got Gray playing, a young kid playing in a position he's not familiar with. I mean, they'll get better once their injuries start to recover. Have we got another chance here? Yes, we have. It's 3-1. There's always goals in the Tottenham game. Unfortunately for Tequila, it's not going his way, though. 3-1. We are blasting them away. Cole Palmer's not done very much since... he is composed, though. He's forgotten about being confused. 3-1. Who'd have thought this, eh? And Tottenham have been much the better team. Tiredness, I guess. Maybe it is tiredness. They were very tired at the beginning. Steady on, Chaplin. That's because he's type marking him, isn't he? He's staying with him. He's staying with Udogi out there. So he is doing a good job of Udogi. But I think we might have to do something with Maddison as well. Maddison's starting to cause me trouble here. So we actually, no, we won't do that. I'm going to actually put someone on him. My centre mid on the right. My this guy can type mark Maddison. It's going to probably pull him out of position, but I'd rather that. Let's have a look here. Salas has done well. Chaplin again is not playing very well. And Fassini's done alright. Anybody above 6.6, he could be doing better. Timon is tired. So Firpo can come on for Timon. Hartel is having a very good game. I'll give him 10 minutes more. And Lorenzo Luca is tiring, but he can carry on. He's not doing bad. So you can see the two players, Maddison and Udogie, and we've just got to take them out of the game, and then we've got nothing to worry about. So, and Spurs are not changing anything. It's pretty much as we were. They have hammered us, in all fairness, but they haven't been very clinical in front of goal. They have been the better team. But it's goals that count, and we're going to get 3 points here against Spurs. This will be just quite remarkable. Is it my birthday or something? Do FM think it's my birthday? It's the three up top who are tired, isn't it? Season 3, Diego. And we're in the Europa League because we won the FA Cup in our first season in the Prem. It's just ridiculous, really. And Cole Palmer. Have I got anyone who can play instead of Cole Palmer? Fassini can go up to the attacking mid spot. And Humphreys can come in here. So that's fresh legs on the pitch as well. I think it's probably because Tottenham are tired. They have been very tired throughout the game. Bentancur now is an issue, having made their subs. So who's gone off? So all those don't matter anymore. Maddison's gone off. Son is still on. Richarlison's still on. Richarlison's had a very poor game. So we're only tight marking 2. And Bentancur now. We need to just tight mark him. Get tight to him as the game comes to a close. I'll take this. I was not expecting 4 points from those first 2 games. And we just got to stop them as we have been doing. Oof, blimey. That was Tursic. Who is he? Tursic, somebody I should be signing. I think he said something about Son, but Son hasn't really been a danger. I don't think we need to do anything, worry too much about Son. He's played well, but I don't think we need to worry about him. Let's slow it all down now. No need to do anything quickly. Let's come off the press a little bit and see this game out, boys. Here we go. Tottenham playing out from the back. Is there a mistake coming? Nope. They've gone straight past. Very direct. Rooney Bargy. Nicely defended, but what a silly pass. And what's going on here? It's been given as an own goal. What? What was that about? I mean, that was the daftest pass. That's not an own goal. But he did, like, Rooney Bargy should have just tapped it in. What was that about? I mean, definitely did not cross the line. What is FM up to now? I mean, in all fairness, they've been the better team. If they get 2 late goals, they get 2 late goals. I'll be upset, but what a good save. At least he's made up for his own goal. The skin is work the space. It's the old version. I don't know if you can still get it, but this is the goalkeepers. What is he doing? Well done, boys. Keep defending. I'm actually going to go to defensive now. And, yep, FM's got the message. I'll take that result. Oh, boy. What a good result that is. That was just an amazing result. And what has that done? We're still in 10th, but 27 points. I was not expecting any points from the first two games. But now I'm going to have to play my first team against West Ham. We guarantee my first team will lose against West Ham. Palmer, exceptional. This is bizarre. FM is sometimes really, really weird. I'll take that, though. Always goals at Tottenham. Timon's out. So now I'm going to have to rotate, put my first team out, and I think we can guarantee a defeat against West Ham. Everybody else is perfectly fit. How do West Ham play? Wing play. We love wing play. Be interesting to see. That comes in with the team report. This is good. We've got so many positives here, very little weaknesses. Oh, that's Spurs, is it? Yeah, that's Spurs. So we're still on the last game by the look of it. Downing pleased for the supporters. Yeah, I mean, I think I mentioned it in my the video about my concerns about FM25, that there are going to be no skins for a long time for FM25, and you'll only have the skin that's provided by the game, and the information on that skin is not enough to be playing in depth. No, we're not going to be asking those to stay. We don't beg. Have I got a report on West Ham yet? West Ham, who are in 16th. So we played Salas in that last game. So now, I guess a squad player would play 1 in 3. So Timon is not well, so Firpo can come in. Solve that problem. And I'm not sure I want to be playing Garosabel again. He's going to get tired. So we will give a game to Sola. And then Garosabel can just sit on the bench. Harwood Bellis can come back in, and Sia, who's away, isn't he? Sia is away. He's on, where is he? He's disappeared. Oh no, there he is. He's on international duty. Expected back 1st of February. Wow, that's a long time. So we'll keep McKenna, because he's not bad. in terms of fitness. Salas actually probably should keep his place. So we'll just rotate Harwood Bellis. I think Harwood Bellis is right-footed. No, left-footed. So is that Harwood Bellis? So we need to change those over. Harwood Bellis, yeah, is a defend. He's not got the greatest pace. So then we bring in the first team up front. Amad Diallo should be getting back to fitness. We'll start him. We're going to play Univar. We're going to try him out again. Cole Palmer probably needs a rest. I still need to players on the bench. So Brandon Williams, Garosabel, Sears on holiday, Scott McKenna, Hartel, Fassini, Gould, Juanlu, and Hurst can have a game. I've got to find which one of those two is the best. I think it's Hurst. Carrillo, Chaplin can come on the bench. Can come on for Gould. That'll do. That will do. And then we need to figure out wing play. We're going to drop the line a little bit. I need to have these two closing down less. Diallo, yeah, that's a decent team. Set piece wise, have we got a report in yet? Nope, not yet. There it is. Good at set pieces. They don't pass the ball very well. And that when they don't pass the ball very well, then you should be pressing them because they could make mistakes. But they're good at set pieces. So again, we want to be going far post. Let's check it's far post. Because they're good at the near post. So I'll go with that. Attacking corners and defending corners. I can't believe that we're in 10th and West Ham are below us. I think we need to play positive. Who is Daniel Oyetendu? Brave, determined, good teamwork. Lots of pace, but no acceleration. Balance, agility, 19 years old. Nah. Not for me. Not for me, I'm afraid. Bowen is the threat. Of course. And then the transfer window opens. What a lot of fun that's going to be. Of course, as we start to get better, players are going to be wanted, aren't they? How many players have I got wanted? Castilla was wanted. Harwood Bellis is wanted. Sosa is wanted. So we got 3 players only that are wanted. Morstead is someone that I've either got to get rid of or start giving him some game time. Very decent young player. 19, you see, that's more like it at 19, but he's got to be getting game time. I think he needs to go on the bench, this boy. I think he probably needs to go on the bench. So he can come on the bench. Chaplin can have a rest. So the only problem I will have is no left winger. Which is a bit of an annoyance. So maybe I'll have to take... I'll put Carrillo on for Fassini. He can play in multiple positions, that boy. But we have to start playing him. In fact, it'd be nice to see him play against West Ham. Because that, for me, as a 19-year-old, looks like a decent prospect. The other one that he made a bid for, Oyande, he just didn't have it. So if we start giving him some game time, we might see some progression. He's a striker and an attacking mid. Work permits. We have 3, Fassini, Sola and Salas. I'm wondering if Sola could go... And then we can bring in a decent left back, move Williams over to right back. 7 million we could get for him. He's never going to be a good full back. Might actually transfer list him, see what he says. He'd be very interested. He's just not in my plans. Munoz. He's made an offer for... Who is this guy? Munoz. Not for me, Sunshine. I know we want a left back, but he's definitely not good enough. I'll make an offer for a left back. In fact, let's go and do that now. If I make an offer for a left back, Brandon Williams can go over to the right. We have plenty of cover there. One of these could actually go as well. Firpo could go. 29 years old. Prefer to stay at Ipswich, but open. Another 9 million. And then we can get a tasty right back or left back in. Loan offers. I'm not interested in loan offers. So let's take that off. Not interested. A lot of interest in him, but all loans. I'm not really interested in loaning him. Not unless you're going to give me a ton of money. No, we're not selling Garosabal. Oh, thank you. Florian Wirtz. Let's sign Florian Wirtz, shall we? Let's have a look at his transfer status. And he's just going to make an offer. Loan. It's possible. However, they may be persuaded to reconsider their stance should they be presented with an offer and a sensible future fee. At the moment, it's 169 million. We could probably do like add a optional future fee. Yeah, 169 million. Let's tank that up to 185 million. It's just optional. And Florian Wirtz would be a heck of a signing. Hey Max, how you doing? Yeah, it's really something you got to do, isn't it? Let's see if we can get this. It's a minimum Wirtz has a minimum for 477 million. Total cost of the loan at the moment is 0. So, what's his wages? Monthly fee, let's say 1 million. Total cost of the loan now is 6 million. So we don't want to pay that much. And then so the total cost of the loan now would be 3 million. It is wages now. Good God. I think we've got a little bit of money. Let's try that. I don't want that at all. Let's make the offer anyway. Get Florian Wirtz in. That would be a good signing. Oh, don't you start. Garosabel wants to go and play in Saudi Arabia. Is there anything is there anything that would make you stay? He wants money. I'd be happy to stay for a wage of 50,000 a week. Let's iron out the details. I don't want to lose Garosabel. And I've just been given a wage increase. So let's 42 to 52. We know he wants 50,000. Strengthen the first team in central midfielder. I'm trying to get Florian Wirtz. Is that good enough for you? Okay, well, I'm happy with that. He's a good player. He's a very good player. And we don't really want to be promising that. 50k. Let's see if we can get him down a little bit. Let's get him down to 45. And then let's go and add a little bit here. Clean sheets I love. So I'll give you 10.5k for a clean sheet. How about that? You gonna go for that? No, he wants his 50k. So we'll take that back down then. And let's try and knock him down to 47.5. He's gone for that. He wants the money in his pocket, obviously. Okay, that's one worry. I don't want Garosabel leaving. Just kidding. I want 200k a week. Absolutely. Oh, boy. Repayments to begin. I didn't take out a loan. Are you taking that off me? I don't think they are they? Committed spending now is 1464. So we still got 80 grand in wages. I think we've set up for West Ham, haven't we, properly? Yeah. Did we look at our wing play? Isn't it? We don't need to go back there. The board are happy. Supporters are happy, unlike the Man United save where everybody's desperately disappointed. They should be happy after those two results. Time to try the first team. Or the first team-ish. Can you get a result? Can you actually emulate the reserve team? Can you actually get some results here? Because my first team has been absolutely dreadful. We've got a weakened defence. A much weakened defence. They're all reacting very well. (4-3-3), huh? Might be we have to look for the wing backs. Paqueta is tired. But James Ward-Prowse is always a nightmare. Let's see if we can't win against West Ham. I think I need to go positive. So I think that's probably the first thing I need to do is lift them up a little bit. Let's go at West Ham a little bit. Bogey team of mine, West Ham. Always have been in FM. West Ham and Wolves. Always bogey teams. So it wouldn't be surprising to lose this one. I don't anticipate a really good result here because West Ham, a bogey team. That's why I always start the beat to save with West Ham, just to see what it's like managing them. So yeah, always been my bogey team. Very much down. Alex Sola's side. He's not really that good as an attacking fullback. That's not surprising. But it's all very tight at the moment, which is good. You can see the wing play. But what I'm going to do is something quite sneaky. So I'm going to switch Sola to support. And I'm going to switch Firpo to attack. That was not how I set them up, was it? Yeah, so he should be on support now. He was on attack before because we're lacking attacking players this side. So I'm going to switch him onto support and Diallo onto attack. Just see what happens if we change the focus a little bit. There's Ward-Prowse, always dangerous. They've scored. Oh, West Ham, my bogey team. The referee's having a look. But I think that's a goal. It's a good goal. We had players on the post. I don't know why VAR is actually involved here. Yeah, it's too much VAR. We had players on the post. How could he have been offside? So yeah, this is my bogey team, and my first team still can't win a football match. It's just crazy. I should have just played the reserves again. Absolutely crazy. Let's berate them. This is not good enough, boys. Univar again is already on a 6.4. Like, what is the point of him actually being in football? He's a 6.3 now. George Hurst has gone out of form as well. He was banging him in. Oh, Univar! I've always said Univar is a great player. I don't know why you guys in the chat have always been having a go at him. I've always said, nah, he'll come. But you guys will not listen to me. I've always said he's a great player. He's now gone up to a 7.2. Let's give him a bit of encouragement. That was awesome. Get another one, sunshine. Oh, my God. Oh, FM does my head in. We are not attacking enough, even though we're playing positive. And West Ham are not really playing high up the pitch. Plays well in big matches, certainly, yeah. And they won't always play well in big matches, but it does, like, what the game does is that if you do something like, let's say you talk to a player and you tell an individual player, demand more. Demand more means work harder. So what the game does, I think, is that it ups work harder attribute by a couple of points, and that will last for about 10 minutes. If you tell him to tell a player who's low on concentration, say your striker's on 8 and he's not playing very well, you can tell him to focus, and that ups his concentration attribute by a couple of points. So he might go from 8 to 10, but it only lasts for a short time. And I think that playing in big matches, when there is a big match, determination attribute, things like that, determination, work rate, those attributes are increased. Doesn't mean they're going to play well. Doesn't mean anybody's going to play well. But yes, Oleg, shouts are going. But I think they're coming back in 26. I mean, I'll feel strange not being able to do any shouts. I'll feel absolutely really strange. It will. I won't know what to do with myself. But the other thing is, I don't think we're going to be able to do much in terms of in-game management either. So it doesn't really matter. I think it's just going to become FM25 is for spectators, not managers. See, Hurst needs to be told it's not good enough, as well as Firpo. But that is not really the first team. But they should be doing a lot better. They have brought on a Dapo, but I don't really think I need to worry about him as yet. I need to worry more about what my boys are doing. So we need to focus on Hurst. Look at Univar, 7.3. I don't know why you guys don't like him. I've always loved him as a player. Both wing-backs are poor, but they're not regular. So let's try and tell them I'm not happy. He went up and went back down again. And we can win this, boys. Come on. Come on, we can win this. Cole Palmer's not having a great game, but he must be tired. Probably needs to come off. And that youngster, Morstat, needs to come on and have a game. As well as Sola, who's decreased. Firpo stayed the same. Hurst has stayed the same. So we'll give them 5 minutes and then we'll take them off. Go on, Univar. Go on, son. Palmer, almost. Almost. Ipswich are starting to look like Liverpool. Is this? Have we turned the corner? Have we turned the corner, eh? Hursty, get in! Get in, Howard Bellis. I think he's going to be offside, though. I think he's going to be offside. Yeah, it's not going to be given. Oh, he wasn't offside. He must have made a late movement. I thought he was miles offside. Oh, no, they had a bloke on the post. They had someone on the post. Now we're cooking. But I'm still watching these three players. Hurst, I thought he got an assist there, didn't he? Still on 6.6. I thought he got an assist there, maybe not. Okay, let's make some changes. So he's not playing very well. Garosabal can come on. Firpo's not playing very well. Although Firpo had improved, Hurst is not doing the business. Well, I'm going to leave Hurst on. He wasn't that bad, actually. I still think he deserves an assist. Cole Palmer can probably be taken off, and Morstat. I want to see what he's like. Everybody else seems to be doing okay. Even the goalkeeper's having a good game. Fernandez probably is going to need to come off at some point because I don't like players having yellow cards. James Ward-Prowse is the man who's causing the problem, so But most of those could be set pieces, so let's not panic about that. Let's just find out how many of those are set pieces. So he's got 3 key passes. And he's taken 5 corners. So probably set pieces. So let's not panic about James Ward-Prowse at the moment. But let's not give away too many corners, boys. And another game where West Ham have been the better team. Slightly. But we've put our chances away. It's just similar to Tottenham, this. We have 3 points here. This is going to be groovy, man. Go on, let's have another one. Go on, boys. These two, Fernandes and Humphreys, are turning into good players. Now, it's time for Hurst to come off. He's not having a great game. Morstead is on a... delighted to make his debut. Fernandes probably needs to come off. Is Carrillo a deep-lying playmaker? Yeah, Carrillo could do that job. He's not brilliant. But we do have Hartel. And then Diallo's done okay. Luca needs to come on up top. I really feel it's a waste of a substitution when you have to change your striker. It's just not a good thing to do. When players who do all the running and do all the hard work are having to come or need to come off, and then you've got to take a striker off because he's not playing very well. They're still playing wing play. It's a little bit more direct now, though, so I don't need to worry about the long ball. They're playing a little bit more direct now. That's a nice pass. Go on, Lucas. Score a goal. Get in. 3-1. Can you actually believe this? I don't. Goodness me. And Lucas scored. So that means we've got 7 points out of those 9 games, which I thought we were getting 0 points out of. We just tanked them. My bogey team has been laid to rest. Do you find 2D highlights? I play pre-season in 2D on comprehensive. Because in pre-season I'm tweaking my tactic. And I can see the shape of my team much better in 2D. And so, yeah. A lot of people go on holiday for pre-season. I don't. I think it's the most important part of the season because I get to tweak. Go on, Univar. Almost got his second. Because I think that you get to see how your team shape is looking, how you're defending, where your midfield is lacking. I mean, you can see that are your forwards getting into the box. It's a much better view than this for actually looking at your tactic and tweaking your tactic. So yeah, definitely. We play all our friendlies in comprehensive and in 2D. Can you believe this? Even the first team won a game. Still only up to 9th though. But 30 points at Christmas, I'd say we'll take that. 30 points on New Year's Day, I mean. I like him as a player. He needs to start playing more. Can play him off the bench. 30 points. And still in the Europa League. By a million miles. When's the next game? I think it's going to come thick and fast now for a while. The FA Cup. Perfect for the reserve team. We are away, so I don't want to do... So I'm going to rest the team. I mean, I don't actually mind losing in the FA Cup. I won't mind that at all, because we're still in the Europa League. Win the Europa League, we can get Champions League. It would be insane. It'd be insane. Let's have a look at who we'll pick. Stanic is still not fit. So, Brandon Williams, Garosabal, Scott McKenna, and I think we'll play Salas. Maybe play Harwood Bellis. He can play on that side, can't he? No, he can't. So we'll just swap those over. So give McKenna a rest. Because I think McKenna has played a lot of football, hasn't he? Well, he hasn't played too much. Harwood Bellis, how much football has he played? He's played more, but he hasn't played too much either. But I do want to play Salas. So I'm going to put in Scott McKenna there and bring in Salas for... I don't think he needs to be on cover duty, does he? No. And then Hartel, Fassini. Where's Fassini? Juan Lu. Chaplin. Should I play Unavar again because he's found a little bit of form? No, let's go Gould and Luca. Still not convinced about who is the best one of those two. Hurst is struggling now, so maybe we need to be playing Luca a bit more. So Salas can have another game. That'll make him happy with his playing time. Manchester City 6. They got 6 in real life against Ipswich, didn't they? They're back to form. I think we should be playing positive. We're going to keep the system the same. But we need to find out... vertical tiki-taka, a little bit narrower tiki-taka. So we want to play this as we would normally play it. So we'll play a higher line and we'll come off the trigger press a little bit. And in fact, I'm going to work the ball into the box now rather than hit early crosses. This stuff with Luca is not working. So I think we'll just work the ball into the box. Oops, who wants to buy someone? Who's he? Oh, it's that Okuno. He's a youngster. I think we'll accept those, yeah. Firpo. We transfer listed Firpo, didn't we? But loan, we should be saying unavailable for loan. I mean, I can't see the point. I don't get any money for him apart from 10% of his wages or 30% of his wages. So he's not available. Who's Dacko? Oh, he's one of the staff. Not my business. Oh my God, look at their request. 500. Well, they've kept that the same. They want 72,000 of his wages. Shall we go for it? Shall we go for this? It's only an optional future fee. We just loan him. I mean, I don't know what's his attributes like at this point. I mean, come on. Come on. I mean, like, centre mid. Like, come on. Come on, man. How much money have I got? Have I got enough to afford this? Yes, I do. I have enough wages to afford this. The total cost of the deal is 4.9 million. I gotta do this. I have to do this. Can you imagine the fans? Can you imagine the fans? So we've suggested terms, but nothing's happened. Why haven't I got a reply? Let's make the offer. Let's go for it. Florian Wirtz, you're having a laugh. But somebody will have to go out, I think, because of the work Oh, you'll get a work permit, won't he? Are we dreaming here? No, we're not going to sign Florian Wirtz. And our focus. They're not good at creating set pieces, but they win a high, but they're good at defending them at the near post. So we stay with far post, yeah. I think we do attacking and attacking. Can you imagine getting Florian Wirtz through the door? Welcome, Mr. Wirtz, to lowly Ipswich. I'm afraid our dressing room is in the shed at the back of the stand. I hope that's okay for you. Not that I'm saying that's what Ipswich is like. Of course I wouldn't. Oh, no, I've never done that. Shakespeare, never done that. I did once do a save a long time ago, starting with my hometown Llanelli. But I decided very quickly to move on from there and went and got a job at QPR or something. So yeah, I have started a save in Llanelli. He wants to make a lot of changes. I don't. I want to play a rotated team. Seems to be working at the moment. I mean, it's not a bad team. I seem to have two average teams. In fact, I could put Chaplin on the wing. And I'm going to start Morstat. I've always liked him as a player. He's got something about him. I don't mind if I lose in the cup. I've got no worries at all about that. I have to focus. I can't focus on all competitions. So I'm not quite sure. Have I got this loan? Yeah, Florian Wirtz offer made. Is it like waiting for that news to come in? It's horrible. Are we going to sign Florian Wirtz? And we'll have Cole Palmer and Florian Wirtz in the same team. What a centre mid. But he'd also be solve the problem at left wing as well. What a team with those two in the team. That would be the managerial coup of the season, of the century, to actually loan Cole Palmer and Florian Wirtz in the same season. Come on. I'm waiting for news on this. Is this the news? We're looking for not if Florian Wirtz come in, it's a goalkeeper. I'm not looking for a goalkeeper at the moment, but I will be looking for one probably at the end of the season. So we'll bear him in mind. 24 million? I'm paying 24 million for him. Omega. I can only and my rule, Oleg, is I can only sign players. It's rejected. I don't know if I can afford to pay any more than that. Could we up that? Because this is a ridiculous thing. Because we don't have to buy him. Yeah, we're not gonna get this. I don't think I can afford more than 72. I could 1532. I could go up to 100. 1499. Let's try it again then. I could go up to 100. We could do that. See what they do. I don't think we're going to get him. It was a good idea at the time. I don't think we're going to get him. I think we should focus on finding a good left back. Cole Palmer's having a rest, I think, isn't he? Yeah. So have I got Joanlu Diallo can play as Carrillo, Fernandez, Harwood Bellis. Yeah, we're fine. So here we go. We've got Queen's Park Rangers. I do agree with going to balance. I'm not going to tackle harder. I don't think I actually looked at how they were going to play, did I? Yeah, we looked at that one. Tiki-taka. So you have to make sure we're set up correctly. Yeah. That's it. We're done. No, don't bother with training, Michael. It just doesn't work. And even if it did work, I would actually say to beginners, that's one of the things you don't have to worry about. If you're a beginner, there's just too much going on. And if you try to do it all, then you're going to get yourself in a mess. So what I say to beginners is there's 5 things that you don't have to do. You don't have to worry about it. Just focus on, all you have to focus on really is playing on the pitch. That's all you need to focus on. Let your staff do everything else. Certain parts of the game, like training, are broken and don't work anymore. So just give it to somebody else. It doesn't make a difference. It's why I rest them every time we play a match, because training doesn't work. So just do. It's some part of the game they need to work on. I think they probably know it doesn't work. He's not that good. Campbell, not that good. Who's the playmaker then? This guy probably. So let's close him down. I don't think we're going to win this with this team. I think there's been a weird switch around. where the first team are playing better than the reserves now. But we just keep defending well. And if we can score goals, then we'll win. Actually, watch the Sunderland save for beginners. You seem to let the staff under. Absolutely, Oleg. And it just takes, as a beginner, I don't want any pressure. When I'm beginning this game, all I want to do is focus on what's happening on the field. My team selection and... Shakespeare, I will be getting FM25 as a content creator. I have to get it, despite whatever my feelings about it might be. As a content creator, I have to be doing FM25. I hope it's going to be a decent game. I don't want to go until whenever the next one, 26, comes out feeling depressed. So just hope it's a decent game. Of course, yeah, as a creator, I'm going to be doing FM25. I guess my first video will be about what is the game like and is it actually something that you want to consider. The QPR are taking us apart. Manchester United lost to a championship side. I'm pretty sure that we will lose as well. Ah, boy. Some of these players need to be told this is not good enough. Scott McKenna was quite poor then. Not good enough, boys. Actually having a beating. It's fairly even, I guess. We need more possession. The rain is bucketing down here. So I'm just going to try getting them to play a little bit more direct if the rain is bucketing down. QPR's focus is mainly through the middle as well. So we definitely need that higher line. We'll try a little bit more direct. But I had a funny feeling we would lose in the cup, no matter what team I put out. I lost in the cup third round to a championship with Manchester United, so I didn't think this would be... I didn't think this would be any different. We're going to go attacking, I think. So we're going to... Maybe I'm going to up the trigger press. I'm going to take regroup off. And I'm going to go attacking. And put Williams on attack as well. Let's try that. I have told them we can still win this. Give them a hand and tell them to go a little bit more attacking. So it's fairly even in terms of chances created, and we've had a lot on target. We haven't seen many highlights though. We do have a corner though. Oh, I thought we got a goal then, but not quite. Yeah, Stefan. But I actually don't mind. I don't want to be in the cup. It's just an extra fixture, and it's if I go out now, I'm not going to be upset. It's just an extra game you have to play every few weeks, and we're not going to win it again this season, so might as well be out of it. Let's rest some tired legs. Luke, I mean, both of these forwards are absolutely horrible at the moment. Chaplin is terrible at the moment. Needs to have a spell on the bench. Morstead's doing okay. It's the wing backs are not. Solar can come on here. Brandon Williams is okay. I mean, they're not doing too bad, and they're not that tired. We just got to go and create some chances. We're a better team now. In fact, our XG is better. It's just one of those things. There's just no highlights either, which is really weird. All these opportunities, 4 on target. Weird. Let's take Fassini off, put Carrillo on. And Gould, let's take Gould off, can we? We'll put Fernandez on there. See if he can make the difference. He's probably my best player, Fernandez. Yeah, we've outplayed them. It's just not going to be our day. Let's put Diallo on attack now as well. What do you think about the Welsh teams in England joining the Welsh Cup? No, it's not a good trade-off. If they can't be in the English Cup, I don't know why they would do that. That doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, hit the bar. It's just not our day, is it? It's not going to be, even though we've smashed them. Yeah, I don't mind going out of the cup. I don't think the fans will be happy, but I don't mind. You were not good enough. I don't know who to play up top. I've also got a problem because I don't know who my number 1 forward is. I really don't know. And it's not that was not a bad team that played there. And it's a bit disappointing, but I'm not too unhappy going out of the cup. We got Leicester now in a week. And then Wolves. So I'm not actually too unhappy at the moment. Let's play this Leicester game. I don't expect the board to be very happy with me after that. The board would be very happy with me if I signed Florian Wirtz. Although that isn't going to happen. Oh, they're okay. Attempted to be competitive. I thought they were rubbish. Another good player. 44 million. Is he available for loan? He certainly is. But mandatory future fee. I don't have 60. I'm never going to have 62 mil. We might be able to change that though. He's already on the short list. Looks like a decent player. Good first touch, good technique, good mentals, decisions, composure. His finishing is a bit of a worry. Good physicals. 21 years old. Probably will turn out to be a good player. Let's put him back on the short list. Might be a decent signing. Oh, here he goes. He's trying to sign players for his, I think for his under 21s. But we're not having that. Ricardo Wagner, no. This offer is still being considered. You've really just got to look. They have to have good dribbling. They've got to have good agility and balance. If you want dribblers, somebody's got 17 dribbling, but he's only got 10 and 9 for agility and balance, they're not very good. So, yeah, decision making is very important because they have to decide when to run with the ball. Pace, of course, acceleration, and the ability, yeah, you're right, Tequila, the ability to cross. I wouldn't say crossing was as important as decision making and what was the other one? Decision making and the other one I mentioned. What is it? So yeah, and composure. They need to be composed, be able to make good decisions, pace, acceleration, crossing and dribbling. But dribbling must have agility and balance, because otherwise you just can't do it. And you're going to be losing. He's going to be losing the ball a lot. Okay, he's accepted that contract finally, has he? They're not great. So we need to switch back to near post. So they're not a great team, this team. So we need to do... How are they going to play? Tiki-taka. Well, they're going to try. I don't know how successful they're going to be at a tiki-taka. So we need a higher line, slightly more often. Keep everything else attacking-wise as we play. So the holders are out of the FA Cup. What are they doing now? They want 110. Nah, we're not going to get him. But at least we tried. Vincenzo Tachetta. We don't want him either. We tried with Florian Wirtz, but we're not going to get him. Oh, Tottenham board have invited me to attend an interview. Suppose I could go to the interview, couldn't I? But I don't have to take it. And yeah, I mean, it's interesting. If you are doing well as a beginner, you will get this. What do you think I should do? Hey Jay, how are you doing? The life of Ivan. Happy to see you here. Thank you for dropping in. Do appreciate it. Jay the Jambo, how are you? I'm fine. Some of the names that come in. So what should I do, boys? Go to the interview or ignore it? Carry on with Ipswich. What do you think? Don't do it. They'll break you. Tequila. A chat is always nice. Pop down to London for a little croissant with a coffee. Never hurts to interview and turn them down. Yeah, let's go to the interview. Let's have a laugh. Go to the interview. It's great to be here. Who is this Daniel Levy? Of course it is. The last time that this happened was, remember the Notts County save? I just kept getting job offers 3 days after going to the interview. Probably not going to be. You've only managed one team. Is it a good or a bad thing? Well, of course I'm going to say it's a good thing. Most people agree I've done good work there. I'm going to actually be honest. I can't hide from the fact that I don't have the experience you're looking for, but I hope you can look beyond this and discover that I am the right person for the job. Your media handling is dubious at best. Well, if FM should not threaten me with not getting jobs because I don't go to press conferences. If you want me to go to press conferences, FM, then make sure you make them interesting. Make me go to press conferences. Entice me rather than do this blackmailing nonsense. I don't think it matters. You would be potentially replacing someone who did not enjoy. I've always got a good relationship with the fans. Look at my ratings. Can I offer any reassurances there won't be a repeat of that? I have a proven record. Yeah, I'm absolutely certain. With limited, are you that manager? No, I need money. I've just told him I'm ready as soon as you need me. If hired, expect you to challenge for the Europa League qualification. No problem. No problem indeed. Wage budget of 3,900,000 sounds good to me. No, I don't think I have any requests, except please don't offer me the job. Oh, we are favourite, are we? It's believed to have tended in contention. Some places offering odds of around 9-1. I didn't know I was that. We could always say, second thoughts. I'm surprised Ipswich haven't come in with a renewed contract. That's what normally happens. Let's go to the staff and go to the job centre. Where's Tottenham? Oh, I am favourite. I'm 9-2 favourite to get the job. Ipswich could get sacked as well, yeah. What are you boys making me do? Suggestions you attended? I don't know where you got that information from. Attended a vacant. Do you have any comments? Not for the time being. Oh, this is interesting. But I don't want to go to a failing Tottenham. Ipswich are on the way up. I don't want to go to a failing Tottenham. Oh, the press are really getting involved here. Oh, this is about Garosibel. It has a 26. What are your thoughts on that? He's here to stay, buddy. Don't you worry about that. And if he leaves in the summer, it's 26 million through the door. So don't you worry about that. Pleased with the playing time. So he's getting happy, Salas. Solo. I don't know even why he complained. He's a full-back. And he thought Cole Palmer was taking his place. That's the daftest thing that I've ever come across. I still need to focus on finding a player. I might have to make the offer. Especially as I've got wing backs. I'm not going to get Florian Wirtz, forget it. Anyone else skipping FM25? Not me. Obviously, as a creator, I have to play FM25. I don't know what the plan is. That's the thing about FM25. How long is it going to be out for? Is it even going to make it at the end of March, or are they just going to tell people, hey guys, we can't get it ready. We're going to have to wait until November before. Has he accepted? Yeah, good. So it might not even come out. We don't know yet until we get news. I mean, I can understand from a... they're rejecting it. So I don't have any more money than that. So we'll cancel the offer. Get it out the way. So it might turn out to be a great game. And I want to be part of this switch over. It's probably not going to turn out to be a great game, but wouldn't it be nice to be part of this swap when it goes to the new game? I don't know. I will do a video, and I will give an honest assessment. And if we know it's going to only last till November, good sign Wirtz for Spurs. Check to see if Wirtz has since sacked his agent. He could have come to this improving Ipswich team, taking us to a new level. But I will do a video and I'll do an honest assessment on it. I'll play it for a couple of weeks in the beta, and then I will just give you an absolute honest assessment about whether or not, if the new 26 comes out in November, is it worth spending £40? It depends on your financial position, of course. If you've got £40, I'll say go spend it. But if you are struggling for money, is it worth spending the £40 or wait till? So at the moment, I mean, I am concerned about FM25, but I wouldn't do anything about it yet, since we still don't have any information. So I wouldn't do anything. Ooh, what do you think about this guy as a youngster? 3 years of development, yeah. What do you think of this guy? He's what I need, because we play attacking on the left-hand side, don't we? No, it's a support, so he's better than what I need on the left-hand side. So I don't know. 4.5 star potential, 5.4 million. I like his attributes. Could be a bit more aggressive. Decision making needs work. Don't know. Decent. This guy though, Angelino, is the one I'm looking at. Could make an offer for Angelino, but I think it just depends on, if we don't sell Firpo. If we sell Firpo, Brandon Williams becomes a floater between the two. Garosibal. We have Howard Bellis, who can play as a fullback. So until we sell someone, I'm not budging. Kinkgraf was a demon in your Dresden save. Was that the one I was just looking at? Is that the one I was just looking at? Finkgraf. He was good, was he? Angelino also, I think Angelino is a good player, but Finkgraf, if he is a good player, if he turns out to be a good player, he's 21 years old. You've got him for years. He will also probably start as a squad player, which means that you're not going to upset. I just worry about his aggression and his decision making. He's got room to develop, but that's a bit low for me. The rest of it will develop nicely. His marking isn't very good, but he will develop that. We need to train him as a defensive wing back so that will be focused on. So we'll add him to the shortlist. We'll make a decision once Firpo makes his mind up. We haven't got any offers in for Firpo yet, but it's early in the transfer window. We just need to focus on winning this game. I want to pick players who are in form. 1 or 2 players are not in form. Ipswich are taking silence as golden. The thing that sometimes beginners, actually what happens to beginners is also you get club attachment. And I'm starting to get attached to Ipswich now. You've been with them 3 seasons. You know how they play. You know the players. You're starting to get them into a better team. And you get club attachment. And beginners have to be aware that you can just be attached to the club. And you need to get that out of your system, and that it's actually fun to move clubs. Who's this then? Cheap as chips. He's a defensive central midfielder though. I don't want one of those. No, I don't need one of those. It's 35. Definitely don't need him. That's why he's so cheap. Left back, Leif Davis. You want to come back, Sunshine? I wonder if he wants to come back. He's listed for transfer. Shall we bring Leif Davis back? You see, he is a good FM player. Shall we try and bring him back? I think he would be a good option. If we can bring him back. He's a little transfer listed. It didn't work out for him in Saudi Arabia. I think he's a good option. At 7 million. What did we sell him for? 34 million. If we can bring him back for 7, that would be really cool. What scouting instructions do you do to get all these players? I don't do anything, Hydrox. I bring in a really good director of football, and she does it all. And her name is, I think it's Helena Costa. There you go. Her name is Helena Costa. She's a very, very good chief scout, and she does it all. And as a beginner, that's all you need. She is doing a wonderful job. She's the only one I hired. Of all the staff, she, with the director of football, head of youth development, and technical director, those are the people I signed. She's awesome. And she just gets on with her job. She doesn't bother me. And she comes up with all these players. And she's excellent. So it's another thing that beginners don't really need to worry about. Don't even think about scouting, training. Just focus on playing football and getting your results on the pitch. And it's something that, as a creator, I found myself. Before I was a creator, I used to do a lot of all this off-the-pitch stuff. I just found since I've been a creator, you don't need to. Tyler Morton is a very good player. Need to put him back on the list. I'm not going to be able to afford him for a while, but he is a good player. So I'm going to pick players who are in form, I think. There's one there, Cole Palmer. As good as Morstedt has been doing, it's time to bring Palmer back after his rest. Chaplin, not very good. Probably because he's not playing there. Diallo is probably the best of the three. Univar, I guess, has to start instead of Gould. Luca or Hurst, they're much of a muchness. Luca will start a few games, I think. Fassini's not been brilliant. Humphreys is a better bet than Fassini. Fernandez. And then at the back, Garosibal, Williams, Harwood, Bellis and McKenna. Have we got the lines set up properly? Timon actually might be a good idea. Yeah, let's put Timon in. I haven't been too impressed with Williams. I think they're going to play that tiki-taka, aren't they? At least attempt it. Oh my god, there. So high line, off the trigger press. Positive, because it's Leicester. We're slight favourites. I want to visit my FM team's town for a vacation. Yeah, who is your team, Stefan? Cardiff make an approach from Morstead. You're having a bloody giraffe. My best prospect. Luca showing progress. Not on the pitch, he isn't. Although he did score last time out, so... Let's give him a chance. He might be coming into a bit of form. Leicester are actually in 8th. They are performing really well. I'd like to get a win, if we can, against Leicester. But I don't perform well unless really I'm playing teams like Liverpool or Tottenham. Maybe I've just got big game players. Okay, let's go and do this. If we beat Leicester, we could go up to 8th. That'd be something. Xerxes is available. She's made a bid for Xerxes. Interesting. He hasn't got that pace. How much has she made a bid for him? We can send him out on loan. Yeah, I think we go with that. I'm going to let her sign Xerxes and we send him out on loan. Montpellier. Oh, you should go on holiday there. That would be... That would be nice. Montpellier. Nice little skiing town, that, isn't it? Okay, let's go and win this and get up to 8th place. Okay, we'll start balanced then. I guess I'll take your word for it. Let's go with that. Should be... I want to see Palmer in form today, having a good game. Stefan, have you answered that? Oh, Valencia. Wouldn't it be cool if we all had enough money to go and visit all these places? Where would I be going? I'd be off to Brazil, Coritiba in Brazil. I'd be off to South Africa. It'd be so much fun. Newcastle. An FM World Tour. Wouldn't that be fun? Japan, Indonesia. Plus Italy. I'd be going to Juventus, Torino. It'd be such fun. And to Nottingham. We've been on a good run. Let's go out and do it. Come on. Come on, boys. We've got this. A lot of... that's the danger, man. Don't know about McAteer. I don't think we need to type mark him. They're tired. I wonder why they're so tired. I wonder if it's going to matter. Unless they've been playing in the Caribou Cup. Because we got knocked out of the Caribou Cup. That's probably why we had a longer rest. So come on, boys. We've got a good team here who can take this Leicester team. Nothing's happened so far. Come on, boys. Come on. Much of their focus is down the right-hand side, but there is a central focus as well. That will even up in a minute. There you go. Much of our play is focused down the middle, and we're not creating very much. So let's try and sort that out. Let's go a little bit wider, boys. I don't want to be playing too much down the middle. But I wonder also... No, he's not just focusing it to the playmaker. Oof. Ooh. Come on, boys. Leicester are the better team. All the possession. Should I look to get a little bit more possession, I wonder? I am going to do that. I'm going to tell them to slow down. Just slow down a little bit, boys. Let's not worry about that too much. Just slow the game down a little bit. Get a little bit more possession. Go on, somebody go on the end of it. Even Leicester weren't bothered about it. Is that a penalty? Have we got a penalty? That's the first for a long time. We haven't had a penalty in a long, long time. Off to Ipswich, Jobby. Yep, definitely. Playing Flamengo. That would be a good trip. Come on then, boys. Let's take Leicester. We could go up to 8th. Cole Palmer. He doesn't miss penalties. And we're a goal up against the odds here. I'll take a draw here. I'll actually take a draw here. No problems. But defensively, we've suddenly become very solid. We're not giving many goals away at the back. I do pride myself on my defensive abilities. My attacking is terrible, but I can make teams defend. Lovely, lovely. Come on, make it 2. This is good football, like it. Oh, what a strike. See how the game's changed? Just that one little tweak, and the game has changed. Just by deciding I want to slow it down, the game's changed totally. Leicester were dominating it. Come on, boys. Fernandez. Lovely pass. Come on. We're in. Yes, get in. Not yet. Go on, Palmer. Penalty, ref. Greedy, I want 2. Go on, boys. Just go on. Was not to be. They're crowding the middle. McAtee's got injured. We made that one little tweak. Pass it shorter. We've got a little bit more possession now. We're almost even in the possession. Their focus is down the flanks, which is a worry. Still a little bit in the middle. But I think we just need to keep going, keep doing what we're doing. You're going well, but you're capable of even better. Come on, boys. I mean, that little tweak, I'm sure that's down to passing it shorter. I just want to make sure that we keep this momentum going, because this does concern me. A little bit too much down the flanks. And have I seen it too late? Have I acted too late? No, they're still going through the middle mostly. And as long as we close that middle space down, we'll be okay. There we go. Job done. Go on, Ahmad. Oh, they're actually giving us a fight here, are they? Still a bit frantic, isn't it? Leicester want to play at 200 miles an hour. Oh, they hit both posts then. They do want to play at 200 miles an hour, Leicester. And I need to slow it down even more. I don't want them. Let's be more disciplined as well. I don't want them playing at that speed. Harry Maguire is in the Leicester team. Harvey Barnes is the nuisance. He's almost dying, though. And he plays on the left, so we'll just put Garosabal on support. We'll put the winger on attack. And we'll tell Garosabal to mark Harvey Barnes. Luca's getting tired. He's the only one getting tired. We need to keep the ball, boys. And we got a free kick. Go on, Univar. On a sixpence. Not quite. On a tenpence, that was. Come on, boys. Come on. We got this. Think about what this means to the manager if you get 3 points here. Oh, God. Goodness me. Getting great inspiration from this save. Thinking of starting up a WBA save. I'm trying to do what you've done with Ipswich. You can do this with any team. It's just I don't know why I chose Ipswich. I can't remember. I think somebody in the chat said do an Ipswich save, and that's how it came. And it's funny because you don't know anything about the players when you first go into the club. and it seems really weird, and you don't like it very much. But after like 3 months being in the job, you've got to know the players. You speak to them almost, and then you start developing the team. You can do it with anybody. It's good fun with any team, except Man United. I would not recommend doing it with Man United. I would not recommend that. But yeah, Ipswich is fun, and we've done. I mean, use the lines, because the success we've had with Ipswich in 2.5 seasons, where we are now top of the Europa League, we're hopefully going to finish in 8th. That success has come about by using the lines. Nothing else. And just make good signings. Look, he's back down to his brilliant best. So we're going to have to put Univar on. I think Garosabal needs a break, actually. And then Fernandez, we'll put Hartel on Fernandez. Again, we've been the better team. I'm hoping slightly the better team. I'm hoping we just hold on here. We've got the match momentum. That was a good move. I felt the game was Leicester were playing like 200-mile-an-hour football. Just slow it down. If that's happening, slow it down and go narrow, so that it just takes any space away. And it's changed the flow of the momentum of the game completely. We're getting all the highlights now. So remember, if they do look like they're playing football at 200 miles an hour, slow it down. Oh. Slow it down and go narrow. And then it closes the space down. They can't use the space. And your passes are more likely to connect because they don't have so much distance to travel. Come on, hold on, boys. We got to do something about holding on now. 86 minutes. Timon is very tired. So what I might do with him, put him as a wing back on defend, so he doesn't have to go anywhere. And we're coming up to full time. Is it? Let's slow it down completely now. Slow the pace down. Waste time. That's it. Slow it down. Let's come at full time. Get in. Another victory. And this has been a good session. A very good session. The defeat in the cup I don't care about. This is what I care about. 33 points. And the Tottenham job, we don't know about the Tottenham job. Bit of a winning streak, Hydrox. It's been hard, this save. It's been very hard. It's nice to... Craig, how are you doing? What do I do when... I've done a video on it. You can check the video out. How to defend space. You'll find that in FM24 tips and tricks. But just quickly... There are different types of teams that you play against. And I mean, if you get teams who are going to play in front of you, then you need to compress this space here. So you lift your line up. If you've got teams who are looking to try to get behind your fullbacks, wing play, then you come back a notch. So it closes that space down. Then if you've got teams who are playing direct balls over the top, bring your line back, so that there's not enough space for them to operate. So what I'm looking for in-game is where are they focusing their attacks. So where is the space that they want to operate in? And if they are playing in front of me, push the line up. If they're dominating me and they're playing, looking to find space behind me, pull the line back. That's the essence of it. But I've done a video on it. Check the video out. It's very, very successful. It works. And if we, every time, all to set up, you'll see I always look, what are they going to play? Control possession. So they're going to play, you can clearly see they're going to play in front of the defence. So we need to push the line up to stop them playing in here, basically. And we're just defending space. That's how we're doing it. So that's going to be it for this episode. Yeah, Hydrox, we've been on a winning streak here today. We've done well today. It's been a good episode for a change. Sometimes I demand too much of the team. I know that. But we came in today against Liverpool with no hope. Tottenham we beat. We've beaten West Ham. Lost in the cup. But beaten Leicester in the league now. So it's been a good session. I'm going to call it a day here. The Tottenham job we don't know about yet. But I'll be back on Friday before I go away on holiday. And we'll see what happens in the Europa League. This will continue when I come back from holiday. There'll still be 2 weeks or so after I come back before FM25 is out. So this will continue after I come back. My aim would be to reach the quarterfinals of the Europa and to finish top 10 in the Premier League. Can we do it? I don't know. Can we do it? Is Europe even possible? Maybe. Okay, so play such a weird formation now, but I finally have the talent to play it. Well, that's awesome. Thank you, DJ. Thank you. It means a lot to me. It's just about finding where the weakness is in the game, and as I said in the video I've just released, it's how game players have always done it. People look for the weakness and then exploit it. The lines work so well. Check out the video if you haven't seen it. It's called How to Defend Space. And it will be in FM24 Tips and Tricks. And I'm going to call it a day. I'm thirsty. And I need something to eat as well. So I need to go and cook something. And so thanks for coming along, guys. Thanks for joining with me. And see you on Friday, when we will see where we can get to on Friday. Catch you later, guys. Be safe. Take care. See you soon.